Welcome back. This is Ann Mazinga from Retail Field Report, coming to you live from Shoptalk Europe 2026. We are in the Miracle booth. A big thank you to them for helping us bring you all of the coverage from the brands and retailers attending the show. We'll be here for the rest of the day in booth F51, so come on and stop by. All right, well, let's move on to our next People of Retail Field Report. My guest here today is David Gomez.
Yeah, that's right.
The Group Marketplace Director at Kingfisher. David, tell us a little bit about the brand Kingfisher and what you oversee there for people who might be new to it.
Yes, totally. So Kingfisher, we're the second biggest home improvement retailer in Europe. We're live in 8 countries, 5 brands. And at Kingfisher, I've been for 4 years, where I lead the overall group marketplace business. So in a nutshell, define and execute the strategy for our brands. So with whether it is B&Q, Castorama, there's Brico Dépôt. And yeah, I mean, leading the marketplace is one of our key development pillars.
So tell me a little bit about why marketplaces have been important for the growth strategy for Kingfisher.
So I think one thing to have clear is that marketplace is a key strategic pillar of growth for Kingfisher.
Okay.
That's a fact. We've launched it 4 years ago, and this is something that is driving different values for our customers and for our business itself, right? So from one stand, it helps us grow digital participation. So it has boosted and it has powered overall our e-commerce performance.
Okay.
So it has brought additional business. Now, for our customers, the most important that this is bringing value.
Yeah.
So for us, the important thing with marketplace is how it helps us to be as relevant as possible to our customer needs. This is bringing to our business, I would say, 2 identified values. We have reinforced our positioning with our existing customers.
Okay.
So they can find what they're looking for. We're relevant to them. We're being competitive, and we're bringing actually as well convenience for them. And then the second thing I would say is marketplace has allowed us to have more visibility with new customers.
Yeah.
So we have seen overall, the last year in 2025, we've seen that 50% of our customers in marketplace were new customers to our brands.
Okay.
So new customers means new discoverability, means additional business, and this is bringing overall a lot of satisfaction for us.
So how do you think about marketplaces, especially in the home improvement industry? Because I feel like there's a lot of products that maybe don't fit in the 4 walls of the store and need to be available to consumers outside of those 4 walls, an extended aisle, if you will. But what are some of the other things that you feel like are specific benefits for this category?
This category specifically, I think there's from one sense what you said. There is a fact that marketplace allows us to test products or categories that probably we do not sell yet, but that they're somehow related with the home environment and categories, right? So we can go for examples such as, let's say, gym equipment.
Yes.
These are things that people are looking for.
Really?
We can test them, and then we can just go and sell them. Then there is the products that are probably too bulky and we do not sell, or where we want to increase our range. So let's say mattresses, or tomorrow garden sheds. Well, you cannot store lots of garden sheds in stores, right? So I think it allows us to mix these 2 things. It's like you increase your range depth while you open to new categories. You test if they work, if customers are expecting to get this, and then this is where it goes.
Yeah. So I'm curious also how that ends up working out. As we think about how customers are searching differently and they're trying to discover new products or take on new projects at home.
Yeah.
How are you thinking about that and the role that marketplaces will play then as you're trying to attract those new customers or continue to develop the relationships with your customers that you already have?
So I think it's a matter of being relevant once again. Because at the end, our ambition is clear. We want to become the #1 home improvement marketplace in Europe.
Yeah.
And this means, I'm talking about marketplace here, but this enriches our whole ecosystem, right? So whether you're a new customer to us, whether you're an existing customer, what we want is that you find what you're looking for your project. So whether it is you're complementing your project where you're looking for a different variant of a different product, we want you to find that and to be relevant, right?
Yeah.
So this is what we're looking to.
So, David, what's your background and what did you do before you were in a marketplace?
So I started my career in logistics.
Okay.
Didn't last so long. But then I quickly moved into e-commerce. So I've been in e-commerce and marketplace for I would say the last 16, 17 years. Pure players, retailers, but I would say the last probably 10, 12 years spent bringing the marketplace business model into classical retailers that want to really lever as much as possible on the benefit of this model, right? Yeah, that's what I can tell you.
I'm curious then, who inside of an organization do you need to be aligned most closely with for the marketplace to have success?
Marketplace is when you bring a marketplace model to an existing retail business, there's lots of disruption, right? And there's lots of there may be fear about what it brings. Right?
Yeah.
I think more necessarily is having senior sponsorship, right?
Okay.
Senior sponsorship is super needed, and then is pure transparency, change management, alignment with commercial teams, with stores, being as clear as possible, and little by little bring in. I mean, data will talk by itself. You know, showing that it has a positive effect in the customer's experience, has a positive effect in the business itself, and that the fear of cannibalization is actually something that it does not exist per se. I mean, it's not.
Really? Yeah.
It changes some dynamics, but at the end, it brings additional value to the business.
Yeah.
Right? It's incremental value.
Right. And what have been so outside of the cannibalization? What are some of the things that you've had to overcome with what you've been able to show once you bring a marketplace in, since you've done it at a few different outlets?
Well, I think if you want to get that buy-in, you need to somehow explain how marketplace is complementing your customer experience.
Yeah.
So as a retailer with stores, I think the most important thing is that you manage to integrate marketplace as much as possible and as fast as possible with your stores. As an example, a bold decision that we've taken in the very beginning is to accept returns in stores for B&Q when we launched that marketplace. And that's a huge added value for customers. Mm-hmm. It's trust, it's reassurance. I buy in B&Q, even if it's a marketplace product, I can return it in store, right? Then it removes that burden or that fear of actually how do I handle it later on. Now we have recently developed as well, rolled out click and collect capabilities. Yeah. So now a customer, whether it is in Castrama France, Castrama Poland, or B&Q, can buy a marketplace product online and go and pick it up in stores. So it's convenience for the customer, but then as well for our business as well, an opportunity for the customer to go to stores, have more visibility of what else can complement its project, and then it brings additional value. You know? Right. So I think is showing to the internal teams, store teams, that this is additional benefits for your customers. This is enriching overall capabilities. Okay, what are you most excited about when you think about the future of marketplaces and the marketplace at Kingfisher? The future marketplaces, I think marketplaces is powerful and they're here to stay. I'm interested and curious to see how they're going to be, I would say, powering as well, how are they going to be powering businesses on the agentic search and agentic commerce tomorrow. This is one of the things that I'm really curious about this event, is understanding more how can we be better prepared for this, whether it's retail business, our own brands, our marketplace business. But yeah, I think I'm excited about that part of the marketplace. And for us, it's really, this year to come, 2 years, they're all about how we leverage as much as possible into our international footprint, group capabilities, to be as efficient as possible, to drive efficiency for our sellers, and to bring really value for customers. So yeah, that's all. Fantastic. David, thank you so much for making time for this today. Thank you again to Miracle for helping us bring you interview with the folks here at Shoptalk Europe like David. And until our next time, stay curious.